8 people were butchered in their sleep with an axe, and the killer was never found. Over a century later, their house still stands, and some say it's still waiting for answers in the heart of a small town. Behind white picket fences and quiet streets lies a house with a secret so dark it still echoes through the walls more than a century later. This is not fiction. This is not legend. This is the true story of the Villisca Axe Murders, the most horrifying unsolved massacre in Iowa's history. The date was June 10, 1912. The town of Villisca, Iowa, was just another peaceful, God-fearing community. That morning, everything changed. 8 people, 6 of them children, were found brutally murdered inside a modest white house on East 2nd Street. Each one killed with the blunt end of an axe while they slept. The victims were the Moore family, Josiah and Sarah Moore, along with their 4 children, Herman, Catherine, Boyd, and Paul. 2 young guests, Lena and Ina Stillinger, had stayed the night for a sleepover. They never made it home. When the neighbors grew suspicious after no one emerged from the house that morning, they entered and discovered a nightmare. All 8 bodies were found, covered with bedsheets. Mirrors had been draped with cloth. Every clock in the house had been stopped. The murder weapon, an axe, was found in the guest room, leaning against the wall. It had been wiped down, but not completely. What baffled investigators was the precision. No one had woken up. No one had screamed. The killer had moved silently, deliberately, from room to room, extinguishing 8 lives. The entire town went into panic. Doors were locked. Strangers eyed with suspicion. Who could have done this? Dozens were questioned. Among them, Reverend George Kelly, a traveling preacher with disturbing behavior. He had attended the church event the Moore family had hosted that night. He confessed, then recanted. Another was Frank Jones, a rival businessman with a grudge against Josiah. Others included drifters, ex-employees, and even serial killers passing through the Midwest. Yet no one was ever convicted. No one ever confessed. The case went cold. Today, the Villisca house still stands, preserved just as it was in 1912, but now, it's known for something more than history. It's a hub for the paranormal. Visitors report footsteps echoing down the empty hallways, doors slam shut, children's voices whisper in the dark. One guest even claimed to be scratched in their sleep. Another woke up in the attic, having no idea how they got there. The Axe Murder House has been featured on Ghost Adventures, BuzzFeed Unsolved, and countless horror podcasts. Paranormal investigators say the spirits inside are not at rest. They say the killer may have been hiding in the attic, watching the family for hours before making his move. Could he still be watching? Over 100 years later, no one knows who did it. No one knows why. But if you listen closely, the house might still be trying to tell you, like the story. Subscribe for more true horror cases from the dark corners of history. And remember, some mysteries never sleep.